Shout out to all the slurpers. Sorry, we were listening to Cupcake before we started streaming.
See, man, I put it in my ass.
Welcome, everyone, to the Cup, or as we say in the Philippines, Mabuhay Kababayan. Mabuhay on the Cup, the currently unnamed podcast, where we put the tea in reality, or as I like to say, you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am, or ako si Sam D&B, also known as Sam de Monteverde, also known as Anissa Long, your fellow-friendly trans non-binary Filipino-Canadian mentally unstable hot mess hailing all the way from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And today I got some dandelion hibiscus honey lemon tea.
And in the spirit of Cupcake, I'm proof that you don't need to go to 7-Eleven to get a big gulp. Eris Envy! I'm glad my parents don't watch this podcast. Oh, I just got suspended from Twitter. And you're wondering why.
Yeah, that's a thing now.
And I'm Logan Murphy. I have no clue what's going on anymore. And in the words of Eris Envy, I am a say-something gay. I'm here today with some English breakfast tea because I need as much caffeine as I can to put up with both of you. Twinings of London. Typically I have, oh god, there's one that's in like a purple packaging and it's like round tea bags. That's one I typically have, but my roommate won the last time.
I'll give you a pass for Twinings. I don't know what that purple shit is. But for future reference, Yorkshire tea only.
Only.
Right, don't make fun of me because I've got an accent. Yorkshire tea of Harrogate.
It's not funny.
What funny?
That was too accurate, Sam. I hated that.
The brand I typically get is Tetley.
I very much am familiar with Tetley's.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I would like to let you know that Yorkshire tea is it's really good.
Great.
Yeah. On that note, today we will be covering the cast assessment, or our cast assessment of Drag Race Philippines Season 1. And I'm very excited since it is that's my roots. That's my roots. You know, I am very Filipino and I pride myself on that, you know.
What?
Yeah, you know, I'm 2% Asian.
Pretend to be shocked.
Oh my god, Sandy Storm, I love your work.
I'm 2% Asian. So yes, no, I'm genuinely very excited that the Filipinos finally get a chance to show off the art that I have always known the greatness of. So if there's anything else y'all want to say,
well, so I've known about like this franchise has been kind of teased for a few years now. Like we've known that Drag Race Philippines was coming. I believe they were like kind of announced and rumored around the same time that we got Drag Race France and Drag Race Italia. It was kind of, those were the three that were rumored together, and obviously Italia exists and France is currently dominating, in my personal opinion. All of the franchises we have currently are great though, like honestly. But I am
only going to get interrupted by Down Under starting this weekend.
Don't remind me. But no, I'm incredibly excited to have another Southeast Asian Drag Race franchise, seeing as how Thailand is now, for the time being, canceled, unfortunately. Not canceled as in cancel culture, canceled as in they ran out of time on the rights.
So
if you're
aware, take it up.
Yeah, if you're unaware of that. And allegedly it wasn't even going to be hosted by Art and Pan Pan. So honestly, I'm kind of happy if that's the case.
Fair.
But I'm very, very excited to have another Southeast Asia. I said that, but I'm truly, really excited. This is a franchise that excites me.
I distinctly remember when the time when Thailand was in early rumors that people were up in the air saying it could either be Thailand or it could be the Philippines.
Yeah, there's been a few that have been rumored. I've also heard rumor of just a general like Southeast Asian Drag Race franchise, kind of similar to the way that Thailand operated, because it wasn't all Thai queens that competed. But nevertheless, I am really, really excited for this season. Also, if you didn't notice, logo change.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We're
going gold and circular.
Yes.
The thing is with like new Drag Race franchises, like Drag Race Mexico has been rumored for years. Drag Race Sweden was rumored for years. Some of them just stay rumors for like ages.
Well, a lot of it allegedly has to do with production companies getting the rights. So where franchises like Sweden, Belgium, Philippines are actually have succeeded in that. Other franchises, such as the other two that I think have really, really been requested by the fan base, being Mexico and Brazil, just haven't been able to get off the ground. But they do have their own drag shows that aren't under the Drag Race name, but are still competition reality shows for drag artists, and seemingly more inclusive than Drag Race is as a whole. So,
and I believe there's also one in Germany too, if I'm not mistaken.
There is, hosted by Heidi Klum.
Yes, I remember that, and I remember that.
There's also basically a secret celebrity Drag Race in Germany as well.
Italy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm on about the one in Germany because one of the contestants did blackface, but that's another video.
Oh, well, and also secret celebrity Drag Race Italia has been like confirmed to be a thing that's coming.
Which
and if
is
my
amazing
the season, I'm gonna be pissed.
Which is great because, you know, the most dog shit Drag Race franchise managed to spawn an offshoot.
No, Down Under exists, honey. Remember that.
We don't talk about her. But
anyway, talk about the queens.
We shall. If we're all ready to get into it, let's get into it.
Bam!
So first, well, we got our love.
The
judges. Yes. Let's talk about the judges.
Let's talk about the judges.
I'm very excited to see Jiggly Caliente on my screen again.
Jiggly Caliente! As God!
You did what needed to be done. However, it did not suit you at all.
I'm so fucking excited for Jiggly as a judge.
Honestly, me too.
I am unapologetically a Jiggly Caliente stan. I have been since season 4.
Yep.
Like, truly, she is one of my favorite queens to ever come from the franchise. I'm so excited for her. Don't get me wrong, I'm also very excited for Manila and Drag Den. Yes. So many bitches online are complaining that it's not Manila. Go fuck yourself. And we have our other permanent judge on the judging panel being Khalad Karen.
I'm not too educated on Khalad Karen.
So I am not either, and Eris and I were talking a little bit earlier. According to her Instagram, she is a TV and digital presenter, producer, and writer, and she credits her home being both Manila and London. And so it looks like she is a Filipino-British woman. Also a trans woman, meaning that for the first time ever, 2 trans women are on the judging panel of a Drag Race franchise.
Permanently.
That's actually such a sight to see.
Incredible.
That's incredible.
And then you juxtapose them with Paula Ballesteros.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah. If you don't know, go educate yourself, because I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to get mad.
Yep.
But
One of y'all can bring it up if you want. I don't want to talk about it.
No, I'd rather not personally, but let's just get into the cast.
All I will say is we will not be supporting Paula. We will be supporting Jiggly and Karen.
As well as the queens that are competing on this season.
Yes.
Unless some of them also turn out to be problematic then.
We don't know of anybody yet.
We don't know of anybody yet.
If there is.
We will see.
So. Queen number 1.
Brigiding. Brigiding.
Brigiding.
You literally spelled it wrong, Logan.
Oh, fuck, I did. I'm so sorry. Brigiding, yes. Okay. You know what? I'm
in the morning, even when you love her is gone.
Don't do that, Eris.
She is 29. The wiki page says she's from Kazan City, but her Meet the Queen says she's from Mandaluyong.
Mm-hmm.
So I put both.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure like Kazan City and like Manila, not surprisingly, are kind of like the two like big cities in the Philippines where that stuff is kind of acceptable more so.
I would say the third being Davao City.
Davao City for sure as well.
So many girls talk about being from Davao City, which I love, but
yes.
And what I will say is Brigiding looks gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
I love this.
Gorgeous.
This is what the Down Under promos wanted to give, but did not give because they lack the ability to give. I love the hair. I love everything about this. She's like, I'm going to take you to Chromatica, but I'm going to clean things up a little bit. You know, Chromatica before the Gaga apocalypse.
I also totally forgot about what the theme was for this.
Oh, hold on.
They were going like neon lights and car parts as well.
Like I see like a lot of car stuff. I see a lot of metallics and neon going on.
Did a better job than Down Under.
That's for sure. They don't look cheap.
No.
And I'll say this. Drag Race Philippines had like a quarter of the budget that Down Under did.
They did.
And they're carrying.
They are.
These promos are like, these are actually some of my favorite promos we've gotten in a while.
Yeah. Shout out to the photographer, whoever was photographing all these queens.
Yeah. From the little bit of research I was able to do, it looks like the theme was something related to like Rush Hour.
Oh, I love that.
I guess that's what was on the slate in the videos. I didn't pay attention too much.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like that's what was on the slate for the filming. So,
okay.
But Brigiding talks about performing all over the world. Her drag is big, bubbly, and fabulous. She is, to my knowledge, the only Drag Race queen to ever name drop other queens. It might happened before, and I just don't remember.
I'm very certain it's happened before,
but only with like family members.
Yeah, I think the names that she dropped are like more recent queens, and I know there was.
Like, she said Vixen and Denali.
She said Vixen and Denali, but I'm sure it happened. There's been name dropping even before Vixen and Denali were even competing.
But nice to know that she's been working in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of Chicago people that are 100% behind Brigiding. She said in her Meet the Queens, she loves sharing good energy with good people. This look is really, really cool. The only thing that I don't love, but I don't dislike, is the wig.
Oh, no. I love the
wig. Okay, let me speak before you complain, Eris. I think I just want it to be a little bit bigger because like the spikes on the shoulders are bigger. The peplum on the skirt is like bigger. I just want it to be a little bit more proportional, and I don't necessarily think it is.
That's a fair critique.
Thank you, Sam.
I mean, I don't necessarily dislike it either. But I'm not necessarily like backing up that point either. It's like I'm kind of in the middle where I
Oh no.
She's crashing.
She's crashing.
Am I?
You're back.
I'm back. Okay. I mean, I just really love this look. Yeah, Brigiding was like a standout to me. In terms of like looks alone.
Yeah.
No, I love this.
Quirky.
I like her.
She's very quirky. I enjoy her.
Very.
Next.
Are we not going to give our cup scores?
Oh yes. I'm gonna say that my cup is full, slightly overflowing, slightly.
My cup is full.
I'm gonna be at like 90.
Boo
Okay.
haw.
Anyway,
Corazon. She's got a great personality.
She's got a great personality, and she's got a box on her shoulders.
She's got a box on her shoulders.
I will say I really did love her Meet the Queens. She's like, I'm a fighting queen because of that one time I punched my best friend on stage because she looked like a horse.
No. It was it was her talking about like one of her first few like pageant experience or so where she won and she was like with her best friend or something like that on stage.
Yeah.
And they did like a fist bump and she's like, oh, she still looks good even though she looked like a horse. She still looks good.
She, I can tell already, is going to be the drama.
She gives that energy.
She's just here to fight, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Sorry, Logan.
No, you're fine. She makes this comparison. She's like, a gay with a big mouth is a former shark. And I was incredibly confused. Anyway, she says that she has been a freelance makeup artist for 10 plus years. She owns a beauty pageant shop. And she can do anything but sing.
Which was very fierce of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say overall, I like this cast, but a lot of them in their Meet the Queens were giving, I can do everything. I am a versatile queen. I'm a look queen. I can do pants. I can do drama. I'm fierce and delicious.
No, also, I also want to mention, just ahead of time, none of these queens talk about their sewing skills.
Womp, womp, womp.
I did not get a single talking about their sewing skills.
Well, okay, but the interesting thing for me is Corazon talks about owning a beauty pageant shop, which means like I would hope there's some sewing skills. But yeah, I did notice that as well. Nobody talks about sewing, which was honestly a nice change of pace.
Because the sewing challenges are going to be hilarious.
And Jiggly's gonna be judging a sewing challenge.
Okay, the thing is, Jiggly has like some taste in terms of like, well, okay, I do say some.
Jiggly has taste. However, whenever it comes to the sewing machine, she becomes COVID positive.
Yeah, and she knows that too.
Yeah. No, totally.
I mean, that being said, I'm obsessed with Corazon. But this outfit.
I think her face and hair look lovely. Her leg, lovely.
I love the shoe.
I love the shoe, honestly.
I love her hands. That being said,
they're really good.
I think the fringe on the shoulders is actually kind of cute.
I think the gay transformer isn't serving Decepticon like she wanted it to.
No, you know what? She's kind of serving me. She's kind of serving me jeepneys.
What's a jeepney?
That's what somebody else said was like potentially the theme.
Yeah, because I know in the Philippines, and it might be in other like Southeast Asian countries as well, but we have these. I shouldn't say we, but like the Philippines have these like, basically almost like public transit buses.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm Googling.
Yeah, and they're kind of small, compact as well. So
Well, I was gonna say like the Indian and like another and like Indian and like East Asian comparison, I believe, is the tuk-tuk.
a tuk-tuk is even smaller though.
Is it?
This looks like a compact school bus.
Yeah, that's very much what a jeepney is.
Sure.
And yeah, no, that's kind of very much what it's giving me. Like the fringe, like I can very much see that on a jeepney. Only thing I don't get is this yellow skirt.
It's giving Wally meets Sleeping Beauty.
It's giving me Wally meets Belle.
Literally.
I don't mind the skirt. Just because if this was nothing but a silver bodysuit, I think this would have no saving grace. And like some of them did like the thing with the like, we'll get to them later, but Viñas DeLuxe has an outfit that's sort of a similar idea where it's like the jeepney front of the outfit where it's done really well. This just looks really boxy and
it doesn't flatter her in any possible way or on any part of her body other than her leg sticking out.
It's giving me Metaton from Undertale.
Oh yeah.
But otherwise, my cup is at a 60.
That's bold of you. My cup's empty. Actually, no, I'm going to give her a 10 because she's beautiful.
I thought I was going to be harsh and giving her a 70. God.
The hair and makeup and everything else except for...
Hair, makeup, leg, fabulous.
Fabulous. I enjoy the campiness of it too. So
sure. A 10. I don't think.
I'm sorry, but it's not the best gay transformer of this cast.
And we've seen gay transformers.
Jack already did it perfectly.
Exactly.
Eva La Queen.
MILF.
Actually, that's very much what I'm getting from Eva La Queen.
100%.
Everyone go home. The cool drag Tita is here. Honestly, I'm obsessed with her already.
Me too.
Eva La Diva. Sorry.
Work, Eva La Diva.
Not
Lova La Queen.
La Queen.
Lova La Queen actually is not a bad name either.
Please welcome to the stage, Lova La Queen.
Can we just get them
you
two
just
together?
know she has the most average shows ever.
Yes, I need a drag show with Eva La Queen and Lova La Diva. Stat.
And Lady Boom Boom.
Yes!
They just get together and can't talk about anything because they have no means of translation.
Eva La Boom Boom.
But honestly, this outfit's really cool, and I'm digging Eva as a front runner already. I just get that vibe from her. She feels miles ahead of everyone. I mean, Logan, you said this about another competitor earlier. I think how you feel about that competitor is how I feel about Eva. She just feels ferocious, but in a way that's easy. In a way that reminds me of Sharon. Actually, no, someone else reminds me of Sharon. We'll get to that later.
Not Sharon.
But like all of Sharon's positive attributes as opposed to the
where?
#BlackSoul tweet she made. Instagram post even.
Anyway, Eva talks about how her drag name comes from Evil Queen, which I love. She's queenly and polished with a pinch of stupid. She talks a lot about political activism, which I do appreciate. She's one of several people that's saying that she's a lip sync assassin, which makes me question when these promos were filmed.
But they made it clear, like some of them said, "Oh God, I hope I don't actually have to lip sync."
Yeah, like I remember Brigiding being like, oh, I'm a lip sync assassin, but I also don't want to be in the bottom, you know?
Yeah.
I also feel like they hadn't met each other at this point. I don't know. Because
Typically, I mean, I don't know about every franchise, but traditionally, promos are filmed after the first episode. Is typically what happens.
like when they weren't allowed to speak to Naisha Lopez on set.
Literally. But with that said, I mean, is it a bodysuit? Yes. Is this a bodysuit done correct? Yes.
Yes.
Is she taking me to Chromatica?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
She's the Pink Tribe on Chromatica.
Kindness Punks.
Yeah. Yeah, I really, really like this. I really like her. I get a really, really good positive energy from her. Yeah,
I get intimidation from her because she's so fierce. I get fierceness from her.
But is she fierce and delicious?
Delicious, we'll find out later. But I definitely get fierceness upon impression.
Oh, totally.
That being said, where are our cups at?
My cup is also full for this. My cup is full for this.
My cup is. I'm gonna say full as well because I gave Brigiding a full.
I'm gonna give Eva a full as well.
Work La Queen.
Eva La Diva.
Her thirst is quenched. Not Eva La Diva.
Eva La Diva. Let's move to Gigi Era.
I had not seen this promo picture specifically till now. I want to know why she's holding a jewelry box.
I would also like to know why she's holding a jewelry box, but nevertheless, she is 38. She is originally from Davos City, but has been living in Melbourne, Australia for the last 6 years. Good on you, girl. You chose the right franchise.
Agreed. Yes. She saw season 1 of Down Under and was like, flopping's not for me. I'm going to go for Filipina.
Yeah, can we talk the production value given their budget? Like, looking at like the Meet the Queens video too. They really did the most with their budget.
And I will say this in my expertise as a filmmaking expert. You don't need all the money in the world to produce a good piece of media. You can produce a good piece of media with £100 and 5 friends in a park in Leeds, as I have done many times.
I was like, something tells me somebody here has done something similar to that.
Mm-hmm. Also, Mum and Dad, if you're watching, I don't actually have an OnlyFans. Don't kill me. That being said, I'm excited to have someone who's lived in Australia for a large portion of their life on a franchise that isn't Down Under. Because I think she's going to have a very interesting take, because she's going to have drag that's very westernized because it's from Down Under. But then again, like, I think modern drag all over the world is fairly westernized because of where we're at in the world these days.
Right.
Yeah. So Gigi talks a lot of her Meet the Queens is about like shitting on Australian drag.
Love that for her.
And like, honestly, same, where she's like, you can be just like a bar queen in Australia and succeed, but like in the Philippines, you have to like step your pussy up and like work really hard to get where you want to go.
Yeah.
And I love that for her.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "You're all flops." I don't just like the outfit. I think the outfit's lovely. I just want to...
Sorry, go.
You go ahead, Sam.
No, I literally forgot what I was going to say. Please finish your thought.
I want to know what the coat is she's wearing, because I have a feeling like that's not just a coat. That's probably something more significant than that.
Yeah, there was someone that was wearing similar... We'll talk about later, but there was someone who kind of had that similar concept too, with like all the words across their garment.
Yes.
I personally don't know what they mean, being the westernized whitewash Filipino that I am.
Me neither. I think the wig is an okay.
The look could use a little work, yeah.
It could do with a little tease.
Yeah.
But,
Well, her talking about how I don't remember how long she said she'd been doing drag. I think it's in the double digits.
11 years.
11. I remember she said like 6 years in Melbourne.
Yes.
I know someone said they were doing it for 11 years, but I'm now thinking that was Xilhouete.
No, I think that was Precious.
Oh yeah.
Who we'll talk about later, but
I will say the man that made Gigi's promo look is very attractive.
Tell us more.
So his name is Nicholas Mena. I don't see any posts specifically. I'm looking like honestly at the comments because she didn't tag anybody specifically in her post. But she replied to this guy's comment saying, "I love you and so proud to show the world your amazing creation." So, work diva. There's no mention specifically about what the coat is, though. That's what I went to go look for. But
right,
yeah. With that being said, I think the look is good. I think her personality is great. I'm gonna give Gigi Era a 95.
I'm gonna give Gigi Era an 80.
I'm also gonna give her an 80.
Well, damn. Let's move on to Lady Morgana. She is 30 with feelings from Davao City with feelings. She truly has feelings, and I would like to feel her feelings.
Yeah.
She says in her Meet the Queens, she talks about Davao City being the fruit basket of the Philippines, which is lovely and wonderful.
That's very accurate, actually, because it's a lot of like rural and a lot of like countryside stuff. So it's like, you know, there's a whole bunch of bananas, coconuts, mangoes, like you can kind of get out of trees.
Yeah,
like that's very like when she said fruit basket, I was like, yeah.
Her drag is energetic and fierce. She is a vegan with feelings.
I'm vegan.
I'm vegan. She's been doing 17 years of drag, and talks about how drag in her region is very exaggerated. I just get a lot of feelings from her.
A lot of feelings.
I love the color theme of her outfit. I also did pick up on, she said the drag in her region is very artsy, which I appreciate. So she's an art.
Yeah, she was talking about how like the brows reach like the third floor.
Yeah. So
it was, like comparison she made, I was like, work, diva.
I will say, her face, evil. She looks evil. Like the mug is giving villain.
The mug is giving villain.
Super villain type tease. I also...
She's giving very fierce, hunty energy. Yeah. She reminds me... Okay, wait. Have either of y'all watched Drag Race Thailand?
I should.
I have, yes.
She reminds me in the face and in the personality of Simala.
Yeah.
Like, immediately I watched the Meet the Queens and I was like, is this Simala? Like, who is one of my favorites from Drag Race Thailand. Like, it gives me... And also, Simala being a rural queen as well, it gives me that sort of, like, energy as well.
I get what you mean with Simala having, like, a similar face shape and being a countryside queen. But I feel like Lady Morgana... Sorry, I'm constantly going to say her name like Lady Morgana, because that's how she said it in the...
Lady Morgana
is here. But I feel like she's more spook. More...
Sure. I think she's got a bit more edge than Simala does. It was mostly in, like, the personality and the makeup specifically really reminded me of Simala as well.
That feels like a read.
Mm-hmm.
No, not at all.
Now with this look, I like everything about it, except what kind of bothers me is kind of the pointy pants, like on the top towards the crotch area. But otherwise, I'm not opposed to this look. Like, I actually really like this look.
She looks like a really fierce beetle. Like, she looks like a really sickening insect.
Yeah.
She's giving you beetle. I love this entire outfit, and it's something I would want to wear because it's just so grand and colorful. And pink and yellow look really good together and reminds me of rhubarb and custard.
Yes. I, as per usual, I only have one issue.
The shoe.
Yes, but specifically the fact that I don't like the amount of leg that's showing. Either like, go up to the skirt or go to the knee.
Okay.
It just feels like a bit of an awkward length, but that also might be this photo.
Yeah, because for me it's like whatever's going on around the thighs kind of seems very loose, and then once you go down, it becomes more form. It becomes more fitting on her legs, and then we get down to the shoe.
Yeah. With that said, I'm really excited for Lady Morgana. Lady Morgana
is here.
I think my cup is full.
My cup's full.
I think my cup is also full.
Per Marina Summers, the only Marina that matters.
Yeah.
Gag.
5 from Manila. She talks about how her day job was doing post-production for an ad agency, but she quit to do Drag Race, basically. We've been doing drag for less than 3 years. Her drag name comes from her love of the beach. She talks about like giving production value in her performances. A la all of the pop queens. She only was able to name 2 and then just said all of the rest of them. She's excited to represent the new generation of Filipina queens, which I love. I have to be 100% honest. She gives me very fierce and delicious energy.
Yeah, she gives me along the lines of like Fierce Delicious and Gorgeous almost.
Fierce Delicious, Gorgeous, Naomi Smalls, Aquaria. Like, it gives me that sort of like energy, which I don't inherently dislike.
Unless it's Cam Hugh.
Unless it's Cam Hugh. Yeah. No, I like Cam. But this look, I don't love it.
I like it.
I'm very torn with this look.
I didn't say I disliked it.
Well, I think that says a lot about you, Logan.
I enjoy some parts of it. Like, I enjoy, like, actually, I don't know what the concept is of this look.
Jeepney.
She's giving futuristic, bombshell,
long Georges,
fierce, delicious, boots the house down energy. Yes, God.
Her jeepney was just in a car crash.
Not that.
Yeah.
I like the outfit. I like the mixture of colors. I like the mixture of textiles. The only thing I dislike is the cut of the bodysuit, but that could be this angle because it's giving diaper from this angle. Other than that, I think she looks great, and her makeup is amazing.
Yeah.
And the hair as well. Like, that's some good fucking hair.
The hair and the makeup I love for. I live for the shoes as well.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to the color scheme of it. Just the look itself for me seems a bit lackluster. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It seems like it's like she put on like a mesh bodysuit first and then just put the thing over it.
Yeah, this belt situation just looks like it's just belted on top, which I don't love. I do like the color palette as well. For me, though, I would have loved if she had gotten rid of this like berry colored diaper situation that's happening and just went orange bodysuit, silver accessories, and then honestly do the berry color like cape still with the orange lining. I really like that.
Yeah.
But just honestly take away the diaper part and make like the chest the focal piece, maybe increase this like this structure situation on the shoulder.
Yeah. And then I think that the earrings could be changed to the star earrings.
Yes.
No, I like the star earrings.
I don't dislike the star earrings. I have an issue with the fact that the silver accessories on the top don't match the same silver in the shoe.
Right. With that being said, my cup is out of 50.
Ooh.
It's half full.
Beach.
Ooh, God. Elise.
My cup's at 75.
I'm also going to say 75.
Oh my God, good news. Guess who got their main back?
Hey!
Hey, go actually follow Eris Envy because I haven't been promoting their other Twitter.
I love that.
Let's move to Minty Fresh. 31 from Kazan City. She is a famous makeup artist and beauty vlogger out of drag. And I don't want to assume, but it kind of seems like based on the energy that she's giving, that drag is kind of like a hobby.
Yeah.
But drag is a hobby for a lot of people. It doesn't mean they're not good at it. And
what I'm saying is I'm pretty sure her beauty vlogging is getting her more money than drag is. Let's just say that. Well, not anymore because she's on Drag Race. But her drag is hyper feminine. She's a fashion queen. She talks about, fulfilling a dream of being a model because of drag, which I do love. She's been doing drag for 11 years, which is kind of wild. And she wants to represent drag in the mainstream, which I think is like lovely.
Yeah. I mean, she mentioned that she wants to prove that she's more than just a makeup artist and a beauty vlogger, and that she actually has talent too. So I'm very excited to see that.
Work all over the diva.
Excuse me. With that being said, the look is not my favorite of the cast, but she looks good.
I didn't know Bosco had a bodysuit to let her borrow for this promo.
How dare you?
Don't do Bosco like that.
Now, what I will say, is I like the idea of this outfit.
Yes.
My only thing is the fitting.
Yes.
The panty comes out a little bit to the front. And the shape of the bustier is giving it a little bit cereal box.
It's giving crumpled up chrome newspaper.
Well,
I don't love what's happening on the face. I also like the idea of this. Mm-hmm. But like
I love the idea of whatever's going on from like the shoulders up.
Yeah.
And then I don't mind the shoes either.
Oh, I like the shoe.
I enjoy the shoes. It's just whatever's going on around the torso area that kind of puts me off.
And the shiny tights.
Yeah.
You don't need the Beyonce tights. You are not Beyonce.
They also don't match your skin.
That part. I like the hair, though.
I love the hair. I love the makeup.
The makeup is clearly very good. Nobody's surprise, her makeup is good.
Next.
Well, we didn't do our cup ratings yet. And mine will be at like a 69.
Mine will be 71.25.
60.
6.
Next up, we have Precious Paula Nicole. 35 from Mandaluyong. So her drag name comes from Paulo Ballesteros' drag name from a character on a TV show.
I don't know too much about that personally. My mom might, my aunt might, not me.
I'm just pulling this information from her Meet the Queens, and that's what she said. So
this is what she proclaimed.
She literally messaged Paulo on Facebook
and was like, "Hey, can I use your name?"
Well, and I think so. Talking about not like rumors, all of these are obviously not true anymore. But like there were rumors that Paula was going to be hosting the season, and so now I see why things are a little confused. Like why those rumors were confused.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously, like, you couldn't change, like, it couldn't be, like, Precious Paula Andrews? Oh, no. I don't fucking know. So, Precious Paula Michelle? Like...
Precious Paula Nicole Paige Brooks?
Exactly. Like, why are we directly copying someone's drag name? I don't
think it was a direct copy of the drag name. It seems like she did a character... that shit, like, it seems like Paula did a character and Precious took that character's name. It's like when, I'm trying to think of an example. It's like, say if, I can't think of like an actual example. It's like if you remember on the episode of Amazing World of Gumball where Richard Watson gets up in drag and pretends to be a Golden Girl. It's like if someone took Richard's Golden Girl name. I don't think it's the same as Paulo's actual drag name.
Or, like, if someone were to, like, I'm thinking to, like, Chuang Fu. If someone called themselves, like...
Julie Newmar.
Yeah. Or, like, RuPaul in that one, like, Confederate flag look, calling themselves Rachel Tension.
I know a couple of Rachel Tensions.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
So Paula also talks about being a celebrity impersonator, but she was also one of the ones that was like, I'm known for a lot more. I can do drama. I can do comedy. I can do fashion. I can do performance. And I'm like, honestly, not getting a whole lot of personality from you. Do I think she's going to make the top 3 simply based on the fact that her name is a character name that Paolo had? Absolutely.
For me, I get first boo energy.
I could not disagree with you more.
I honestly, I'm just not entertained by her.
I'm not either.
I'm very torn about her because I enjoy this, because I enjoy the look.
Oh, the look is great.
The look is great.
It's somewhere between Transformer and Crab, which I love.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But thinking about that now, I really have no idea.
Also, like, let's not wear braided wigs if we're not black.
That. Again, connection with Paula Ballesteros. Anyways, next queen.
You were wrong for that.
With that being said, the look alone.
No, she was right for that. Go ahead, Sam.
I'm just gonna get to it and say like my cup is full.
My cup's full. If I could change anything, I don't necessarily like the stripes.
The braided wig.
See, the wig drops it to like an 80 for me. Because I don't even like the wig, let alone the cultural appropriation of it all.
Also, one thing, the like part of the carts on her leg cuts her legs off in a weird way where it makes her look like she's got lumpy padding.
And also, her crotchimus area is a little too extended for my liking.
I think it was the plastic part of it, like the red plastic part, because she has the same thing on her arms.
Sure.
But yeah, that is very questionably placed.
Right. But
I do enjoy the campiness of it.
Work copying someone's drag name.
Sister, more like copy.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Ahara.
All eyes on me from afar. Soon as I pull up
the car.
Underrated
verse. I'm sorry.
Let's move to Prince.
I love this. And I think if you think this is the first boot, Mama, you are incorrect, Hunty.
I think she'd be the first boot.
I may or may not have said earlier that she gives me first boot energy.
But that was more to do with her actual contents of a Meet the Queens in this look.
Yeah, so she's... Can I give information about this woman, please?
Go ahead. This is your moment. Have it.
I may or may not regret bringing you into this. Anyway. Okay, bye. Anyway, Sam. Okay, bye. Prince is 25 from Manila. She talks about being the future of drag and also representing for alternative drag, which I do love, and I don't see here, but I do love. She's been doing drag for 3 years. She describes her drag as extraterrestrial, out of this world. She is never the usual. Make it very clear, ladies. She is never the usual.
Yep.
And she literally takes the second half of her Meet the Queens to talk about how she's soft-spoken.
But she has a bitch face. Woof.
This look is really good.
Amazing.
Gorgeous.
I totally didn't realize it was kind of like a dragon. It's kind of yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the wig. I really like the way the gown is constructed. Like, is it a more basic gown silhouette? Absolutely. But I do love what she's done with the bodice situation. The ropes that she has, I'm a little confused.
I don't think it needs the ropes.
I don't dislike them.
I don't dislike it either.
I was wondering if it was a cultural thing, but I don't know.
I was also wondering if it was a cultural thing.
I really have no idea.
If you know, let us know in the comments, please. No, I just like her energy. And I go off, it's not even like what she said. It's more so like the way that she did the Meet the Queens. If these were filmed after the first elimination, she gives me that energy of like not wanting to be there anymore because she's already been eliminated. And I hope I'm wrong because I do really like her, but yeah.
I mean, there has been a recent trend throughout the entire franchise where it's like some of the first boot queens have had like strong promo looks.
Yes.
Agreed, yeah. I just remembered Halalbe's promo look.
Halalbe, I think Gotti Kendall because I loved her look.
Yeah.
I liked her workroom entrance more though.
Yeah. She was like, I'm a bit of a chav. I'm a bit of a chav. I said.
I really liked Juicebox's look as well.
Juice.
But back on Prince.
Yeah, I mean, the look is great. My cup is full. I think this is great.
Full.
My cup's full.
Work, Prince.
And she was very witty with like the whole like, oh yeah, I call myself Prince because I'm the successor to the crown. I'm gonna be the next to the crown, and I'm like, oh, that's iconic.
I love that.
You don't see me in a crown.
I see. I went to Bilal Hassani, but that's just me.
True.
let's talk about Turing. 29 from Gainta is how the city is pronounced.
Gainta?
Gainta, I think.
I think it's like kind of the vowels are separated. So Gainta.
Gainta? Okay.
Go ahead, Logan.
Oh, so she's 29. She says her drag is big, bold, loud, and she's a lactose intolerant queen. She's a queen after my own heart.
And she's a plus size queen too, and she's priding herself from that.
Yes,
I love her so much for that.
Yes. She's been doing drag professionally for over 4 years. And this is not a read, but the entire second half of her Meet the Queens, she kept talking about she doesn't want to be limited because she's a big girl. And it gives me, I don't know if y'all remember Eureka's season 9 Meet the Queens, where she's like, Eureka's just a big girl and she wants to push the boundaries of what push the boundaries that the bigger community has been given, and literally says bigger community and big girl in every other fucking word. It gave me a similar energy, but this was a little bit more palatable energy for me. I really like Turing.
Yeah, I think in terms of personality and everything that was said during the Meet the Queens, Turing was probably my favorite.
I love the Meet the Queens, the content of the Meet the Queens.
The content of her Meet the Queens was one of my favorites.
I love a good IBS queen because I know she's gonna shit all over that runway.
She's lactose intolerant, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, God.
I want to understand where she's coming from with this look.
Me too.
Okay, I really don't know what the deal with the towels are, but otherwise all I see are is money.
Yeah,
she has money across her chest, and then she has pesos, peso bills as a skirt kind of moment.
Yeah, and this looks more like something you would make on a drag on a dime challenge.
Yeah
for the promo.
I don't understand the 4 hands.
6.
It's 6.
Oh, it is 6. Yeah, I don't.
I'm just wondering if there's a cultural reference we're missing. So I don't want to just flat out say that this is
probably.
It could be, and it's and I personally am not that familiar with it either.
So
I mean, that I was born
hopefully
here.
With this being our first episode covering Drag Race Philippines, we'll get a lot of Filipino viewers like we do get on our Drag Race France videos, where they will explain things where we miss them, which is always appreciated. So if you get those references, please tell us.
Please tell us. And I know there's a lot of y'all out there.
Especially on Twitter. There is nothing funnier than gay Filipinos fighting on Twitter. I have to admit that.
Also, she is gender fluid, period.
Come on, Ate Turing.
According to Instagram, uses he and she pronouns. So, party. I'm just going to their... I'm just going to her...
Remember, Logan, you just sit there.
I know I did.
You stupid.
She doesn't mention anything specifically about anything with the look. However, go to her Instagram ASAP, because everything on her Instagram is giving a completely different vibe than this.
Noted.
Her Instagram is giving pop star energy with her drag. It's interesting. Okay.
What's her handle? Oh, Turing.
Turing. Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Completely different vibe.
That's a different drag queen, mama.
Right?
Hello.
Here, okay. I'm gonna put this up to my screen really quick. That's the first photo I saw. Sorry for the audio listeners. Go check her out on Instagram. But that's the first thing that I saw from her, and I was like, I'm sorry. But then the rest of her Instagram seems to be very like artistic. Like, she's a queen after my own heart, and I do appreciate it.
Yeah, that's kind of like one of the few queens I got from the entire cast. But with that said, with this look alone, my cup is out of 10.
Okay. I didn't want to score her that low because I felt like I was missing something. However, since Sam's opened the floodgate on it, I'm going to give her a 15.
I'm going to be the nice one today. Okay, here's the thing, though. The construction of the dress looked really good.
It did.
Like, I don't understand this, but I think it looks good. I'm going to give her a 75.
Actually, no. I'll take it. I'll take my 10 back.
No, don't take your 10 back because I gave her a 75. Stand in your truth, Sam de Monteverde.
No, because I'm actually looking at it even more, and there's like qualities I like about it. I do enjoy the construction of it. But execution in terms of that, like, to me, seemed lackluster, and I'm not a big fan of like the orange in her makeup as well.
Yeah,
so that kind of so that kind of I'm gonna go from 10 to like a 45.
I'm sticking with 15 because I stick with what I say. Because last time
it's a change of heart, okay?
Work, Ladiva.
Last time I changed my number, Logan shamed me. Now this is giving me Jeepney Spears.
Bury
that. Actually, she's not even a jeepney. She's a motorcycle.
Literally. Viñas DeLuxe 25 from Manila hopefully can do better than Venus Delight because that's what her drag name reminds me of. She is the national mouth of the Philippines. Her words, not mine. She's been doing drag for 7 years. She is a wig maker, so expect some great hair out of Viñas. And she says in her Meet the Queens that she's looking forward to finding a boyfriend from this experience.
Yep.
I'm obsessed with her. She's so stupid.
She's so funny.
Yeah, I agree.
She's funny and really fucking pretty. Everyone else in the room should be worried about Viñas.
I'm very excited to see what else she's going to bring to the show.
I agree.
No.
Well, I mean, let's just talk about the hair first of all. It looks great.
Amazing hair.
The wig, the hair, the headpiece, beautiful. The look itself, is this a bodysuit? Yes. Is this a bodysuit done correctly? Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, also, that kind of curl pattern is hard to maintain on a wig. So props to her.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what she brings. I think her and Corazon are gonna be the drama of the season.
Right.
Because they're similar ages. They both say they have big mouths. Like, that's where I'm feeling the
I'm hoping they're either going to be besties or enemies.
Very honestly, that. Like,
yeah, I would love to see the chemistry that Viñas has with Turing.
Oh my gosh. That sounds fun.
Because it sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, I like having the steering wheel as like not a purse, but just like holding a steering wheel. I feel that's camp to me.
It's hella campy, but I love it.
The makeup too. Good God, she is beautiful.
She's beautiful.
But she's beautiful.
Beautiful. And when all is said and done, my cup is overflowing, dear viewers.
My cup is full.
My cup is slightly overflowing, actually. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Let's talk about our last queen, Xilhouete with an X. 34 from Quezon City. She talks a lot about being a drag mom. And like that's very much so her vibe. She's a filmmaker. She started as a female impersonator and then moved into fully drag. She talks about being very well respected among her peers and talks a lot about being very good at lip syncing. So I hope we don't see her in the bottom, but if we do, I think we're going to have some great lip syncs on our hands from Xilhouete.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's kind of giving me middle of the pack kind of thing, you know, in terms of boot order.
I appreciate someone who's got icon status and isn't afraid to shout that.
Yes.
I am willing to bet she was a legacy hire. So they got her because she has that history.
Yeah.
Kind of like Vinegar Strokes to Drag Race UK.
I'm thinking like Vinegar Strokes, The Vivian, even Kimora Hall to an extent.
Yeah.
Or I'm thinking also like Poopy Poison. Like the people that are like could have potentially been the host of the damn show.
Right.
Agreed.
Like, I really like Xilhouete. Her energy, just like she gave me the best energy, I think, of anybody.
She reminds me, in her energy, she actually reminds me a little bit of Art from Drag Race Thailand.
I was thinking a similar thing, honestly. I was like, it gives me very like distinguished woman, clearly like well respected, clearly knows what she's doing. This look, it is a little bit more on the basic side, but I do really like it.
Yeah, it's giving me very like polished and demure.
Yes.
Like she gives off that energy to me, and I'm not opposed to it.
I'm ready to see her make a deal with God.
My only thing is the clear leg cover. I'm a little confused by.
I think there's like a design on the leggings too. No?
I can't tell from this.
I think there is.
Well,
I just can't see what it is on the
she's
legs.
doing her best.
Yeah, no, but I do like the half skirt and then the maxi skirt. Like I like the contrast there. The bustier situation, the metallic situation, corset situation is interesting.
Oh, okay. It's probably because whatever. I think it's a coat with like a bustier over it, so that it kind of gives.
Yeah. Okay. I don't dislike it.
I don't dislike it. I think she still looks great, and this makeup.
I think it's fashion.
The face, the hair is stunning.
Absolutely. She's giving a little bit of like Elvira in the face.
Kinda, yeah.
But
what's that actress who's a complete MILF that all the lesbians love? I'm trying to remember. I will Google her quickly, and I will let you know.
My cup is gonna be at 95 for Xilhouete.
My cup is gonna be at a 90.
So my cup's at 90. What I'm trying to say is, I think Kate Winslet will play her in the movie of her life. That's what I was trying to say. Like she's got that kind of energy.
Sure.
Like domineering. Not domineering. Matronly is the word. Is that the right word? Like motherly, but in a powerful sense.
Maternal?
Maternal, yeah. She gives me bad bitch matriarch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, you know who she kind of like energy reminds me of now that I'm thinking about it?
Who?
Mother Aoki Lee.
Bitch, love that.
I love that so much.
There was someone, and I was like, I don't know who it is. She's giving me Mother Aoki Lee, Yoji Yamamoto. That's who she's giving me. So that's the cast. We don't have to wait super long because the season premieres on the 17th. So we'll be here covering it. But besties, favorite promo look?
I'm gonna jump right in and say Viñas DeLuxe.
For me, to be different, I'm gonna say Brigiding.
Okay.
Why be different when you can be correct?
I mean, I was gonna say Viñas DeLuxe too. Viñas is my other one.
I
do also like Brigiding.
I have a top 2. Actually, I have a top 2. I'm only going to list one, but I am going to give my honorable mentions as well. My pick is actually going to be Prince.
Yeah.
Agreed.
My other 2 that I want to shout out are Eva La Queen and Lady Morgana.
Lady Morgana is here.
Oh, of course, Lady Morgana. Yeah.
With feelings, Lady
With
Morgana.
feelings.
But that's that. I'm incredibly excited for this franchise to start.
Yes.
Me too. I hope it fills the hole in my heart where Drag Race Thailand used to be. There's just something magical about drag in Southeast Asia, I think.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for something fresh. Not that we haven't been getting fresh drag, but I'm excited for more new characters. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. I'm very excited for Jiggly getting this opportunity.
And it's drag in a completely different continent because we haven't had an Asian version of Drag Race since like 2019 because of Thailand. And all the most recent expansions have been European. So it's a nice new chapter to the Drag Race legacy.
I agree. It's the 9th international franchise, something like that, 9th or 10th.
Crazy.
That is about to air, correct?
Yeah, so it's the 9th international franchise, I believe, to air. With then most likely Belgium being the 10th and then Sweden being the 11th.
Work.
So that's that. We will be here covering it. We'll be doing our thing. Check out all of our other Drag Race content because there's a whole lot of it. And subscribe, like, share, all those lovely things. I forgot that Sam was technically hosting this one and I just did the outro, but like it's
don't even worry about it.
Fabulous.
I totally forgot what our usual outro was.
Great. Yay, love it.
But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, most importantly, as well as hit the bell icon so that you are the first to get all of our notifications on YouTube as well as on Twitter.
Yes, God.
Yes, God. Also, if you potentially want to come on here and talk with us about it, or it doesn't even have to be Drag Race. We do other shows too.
It's a very selective process. No, I'm kidding.
No.
We will take anyone.
We are open to having you.
We'll clearly take anyone.
Yes.
No, but you didn't take me. You kept me.
Yeah.
Like a stray dog.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I know. With Eris, I just messaged them and it was just like, I just threw you in here. And
quite literally. You stuck around, so
it's because I don't have friends.
What do you mean? We're your friends.
Shout out to Raya-san as well.
Yes. And with that,
Raya-san.
Jiggly Caliente and Palad Karen
and Raya-san.
Woo! Go away right now and go check out all of our other videos.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye now.
Paalam.
But
Salamat po.